Hello and welcome to our channel.
Demand Clan Movie Reviews. You're supposed to say
Jason and Heather movie reviews. I don't want to talk over you.
Gotta get
Not
that
say, because we just wing it. We just do the spur of the moment. But first things first, this is long overdue. We've been wanting to shout out Dead Talk Live. John, you rock, and your whole crew, your brother, hooking up that interview. Guys, if you want to check out Dead Talk Live, they have an amazing YouTube channel. Probably hands down, one of the best interview channels that you can get. They bring on all the top horror movie directors, producers, actors. I mean, you name it.
Including you.
And I actually was fortunate enough to have an interview with them on their channel, and it's on their channel as well. Dead Talk Live on Instagram, Dead Talk Live on YouTube, and probably across all social medias. John is an amazing CEO of that whole production company, and we're just, it's just good to know John too.
I was going to say, he asks really good questions
amazing.
too, so watch him for his questions in his interviews. So.
I've done a lot of interviews with New York Times, Philadelphia Inquirer, you know, like a lot of my favorites, and he by far is right up there.
All right,
cheers to John.
Dead
Talk Live, check them out. Okay, and on with the review of today's movie, Antlers, that you can cheers to. The movie Antlers, which you can see now on HBO Max.
Yeah. Starring Carrie
Russell and wait, we forgot his name. He's a pretty awesome actor. Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
And Jesse Plemons is also in what's that dog movie, which we'll be doing a review on soon that you can see on Netflix. But I want to stay on topic here. So.
I love him.
Yeah,
he's such a good movie.
He plays her brother. So
I did forget. He's one of those actors who shows up. He's kind of a quiet actor that shows up and like kills it on everything he does.
Jesse Plemons, which there's probably a picture floating up right now, and our cats are running around like crazy. But yes, he's in it as well, playing her brother. And before we even get started on the review, I want to give a shout out to Scott Cooper, who I've met a few times back in the day, hanging out with him and his wife and Heather. And I met him at my other good friend's house, buddy of mine, Jay, who's a movie director, and he was over at his house when we met them. And at that time, he hadn't even really broke through as a director. And he also has done Crazy Hard, Black Mass, a few other huge movies too. My hat's off to him. So cheers, Scott.
To Scott, he wrote
Scott Cooper.
He was one of the writers on this and also directed Antlers.
For the screenplay.
But
they usually do things on books. Scott gets a lot of his as novels, and then they rewrite it.
Antlers is a book though, isn't it?
I think so. I think it might be. So yeah. Anyway, so cheers to Scott. So anyway, on with the movie review. Trying to make this short and sweet. Detective on the scene.
I only did that because I'm like, every time we say cheers, we get to take a sip, so I'm like, cheers. Cheers.
Are we supposed to toast and
cheers.
Anyway, Antlers. I will get started. I don't want to give too much away so that I don't spoil it if anybody's headed over to HBO Max to watch this bad boy.
It's worth a shot.
It's definitely one of the better horror movies of 2021, I guess, and now, and sitting out there as 2022. Some of the horror scenes, I will say, really grab you and hold you, and you're like, oh my gosh. It involves like some Indian history and folklore. There is based on a Wendigo. So if you know what a Windigo is, it's kind of like an Indian spirit or demon that they believe haunts people and comes after people more in an animal form. That's all I'll give away of the movie. I would say the horror, suspenseful scenes that lead up to what happens to this family and Carrie Russell as a school teacher and the journey that she goes on, because she moves from California back to Washington, where it's supposed to be, but I believe it's shot in Canada. It shows her journey, and Carrie Russell is Carrie Russell. If you like Carrie Russell, you get more of Carrie Russell. She really dives into her character, and you kind of can feel her torment. That's me, but I feel as the movie goes on, it's hard to do movies like that as our two cats just ran across the room. It almost took the whole dining room table cloth out. Anyway, yes, so she did an amazing job. The horror shots and suspenseful scenes throughout the first half of the movie did an absolutely amazing job. When it comes to a Wendigo, once you see the Wendigo, it's hard for movies to get it right. It's almost like a scary movie where you see the monster and then you're maybe not as afraid of the movie. Which brings me to a shout out to The Ritual and Bruckner, Kevin's good buddy, who's also a director. Amazing job. There's a movie called The Ritual. I don't know if it's on Netflix, and that's about a Wendigo in the movie. And they did a top-notch job. So there's two different Windigos. I would like to see what your thoughts are. Compare both movies if you get a chance to watch Antlers or The Ritual. So there's my take. And I'm done.
God, that was
so
a
cheers,
long
that's
take.
my take. But because you said to take it
crap.
because I remember more.
Am I allowed to say crap on YouTube?
Shit, don't say that.
Okay, I don't know what you can and cannot say. Anyway.
You can only not say
just tell me when it's my
You can just
turn.
not say the C word.
Oh my God. Tell me when
Or
it's
the
my
B
turn.
word.
You
It's
know
your
what?
turn, go. I'm like, I just wanted to lay it down. You said that would help you remember. Because we watched it a couple of days ago and have watched movies.
I watched this having no expectations. I didn't know anything about this film. So I sat down when we pushed play and I knew it was a horror movie, but that was it. That's all. I didn't even know who was in it. So for that, it was a very nice surprise. I thought it was well shot. I thought it was well directed. I think that the acting was good. It wasn't like, anything to write home about, except I did think the two kids in the movie were incredible. There's two little boys and both of them did a great job and their chemistry was really good. So,
Jeremy T. Thomas.
Okay, him,
Jeremy T.
and
Thomas.
then who was the other, the
Who
little
had
one?
a little appearance in Righteous Gemstones a couple weeks back.
Who was the little kid, like the younger one?
The younger brother was
He
Sawyer
actually-
Jones. What a cute adorable
Yeah,
kid.
he did a really good job too. So shout out to the kids.
He looked like my nephew, so he really
It's not really easy sometimes for children they kind of want to overact, and I think that in the horror movie they did a great job. So that said, the ending kind of threw me. I thought it was really great up until the last half hour, and then it got a little cheesy. And I wish they wouldn't have, like you said, I don't know anything about the Indian ritual and stuff like that. I don't know anything about it. So the Wendigo. So when the Windigo, I guess, came into full form, I'm not gonna give too much away, it got cheesy for me from that point on. But other than that, I loved it.
That's why I said it's hard. It's hard to do because, like I said, I've seen another Wendigo movie would be The Ritual.
And The Ritual is, I think, the same
really
thing.
good.
It was a great movie, and then the
end. And as you know, the Wendigo, you're like, it's not. It's like they can't quite end it with a bang.
Yeah,
or
it's
with,
almost
with
too
fear,
much.
where you're not afraid of it. Sometimes it's like one of those things where you want to see the movie, be afraid of what's in the shadows and in the dark, but not see what's coming after you. So your imagination, because your imagination makes the scariest monsters.
Yep.
I mean, let me know if you agree. I think that's for me. Most
agree,
things that you can't
100%.
see scare you the most. So
Cheers
anyway,
to that.
so
Things
cheers.
you can't see scare you the most. Cheers.
Boom.
So I love this idea. So we're gonna go, you started this on our last video. On the count of 3, we're gonna rate it together. And a friend of mine actually said she did it at the same time. So I want you guys to do it with us so we can all see
Shout out
who
to Danielle,
rates this.
who yelled the same rating as we did before we said it. That was pretty
Well, some
fun.
of you probably haven't
Cheers
seen
to
Antlers, but
and-
if you're into horror, definitely check it out. Again, HBO Max. So, what is your rating? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
6.5.
What if we don't want to do 0.5s? It's easy. Really?
6.5.
Okay.
Out of 10.
I gave it a
You
7. I gave it a 7 because horror is hard to do. It's accepted well, but it's not easy to execute, and I thought they did a good job executing it. So I would give it a 7.
Very mature movie.
Yeah.
So, great
Cheers.
job. Great job to all involved.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. See you next time. Boom.
Mwah.